Very good morning. I'm honored to provide an update of the Kiribati Pacific Sword project. First of all, I would like to thank ACR and CISRO for their continuous support throughout this project. I believe that what I'm about to share reflects what our Kiribati team have done, and we hope that we can improve from what we've learned from this project. The Kiribati team consists of 6 personnel, 1 project assistant who is paid under the project, and 5 officers from Agriculture and Livestock Division. What are the 3 biggest achievements during the project and why? First and foremost, farmers' capacity in sustainable soil management has improved. Understanding the challenges of soil at a grassroots level, that is farmers, will enable farmers to adopt proper soil management approaches that will significantly improve their crop productivity and yield. Farmers are very important. Secondly, extensive services capacity in soil sample collection, simple soil tests, has also improved. This is important because these are the key group of people who needs to assist farmers firsthand, so their competence needs to be improved or needs to be strengthened. Lastly, but not the least, sustainable soil management has been included in the Youth in Agriculture program. This will expose youths that engage in this program to learn this very important topic. How are we progress against our planned activities? I believe that we did fine. Our team have managed to implement this project, given that there were challenges that beyond our control. But we managed to work as a team and to make sure that we get results. I also thank Dr. Mike, Dr. Ben for their continuous support and advice. To make this a productive journey. We have 2 sites for the project, one in Otaro, one in South Taro at the ARD compound. It is important that the sites are close or within the vicinity of the ARD because we have full control of it. I've learned that the site at Notaro, we were heavily rely on the project assistant to provide updates and reports. Trial results and findings so far. This is the result from the chameleon in the first stop, and it's part of the midterm review presented by Rotan. He highlights three minor issues, and over the years we managed to address this, and thanks to Dr. Mike, during his visits we were able to train on how to install these technologies, and at the same time we also learned that what's really happening, or what I mean is that it really shows the principle behind these technologies, on how the water moves through the soil profiles, and at certain areas or zones within the soil profile, some nutrients can be leached and cannot be available to the plants. So this is a very important technology, and I'm grateful to be a part of it and to be able to learn, and for me to share it with farmers. It's very rewarding. Our team managed to install the chameleon in the food stop at the site in Ottawa. Um, the big smile from our project assistant Nuera shows that she really enjoyed uh, operating the newly installed food stop, and it's it's rewarding, and it's a great experience to install these technologies and to learn what's really the principles of them, and to be able to share it with farmers. It gives meaning, or adds more meaning to what we've been um, sharing with farmers on water management. And my dream that if it's possible in the near future, or in the near future, our farmers can use one of these in their farms, and more output from them means that the project is a success. I believe that this is one of the breakthrough project, given that uh, we often, or we used to water, irrigate our crops without knowing what's really leaching and runoff from our irrigation. Sorry, colleagues, excuse my friends, the roosters. I think they're allowed to start their new day. But yes, this is how the islands works, and we do appreciate what's learned from this journey. This is the results of the full stop and the chameleon. Thanks to Dr. Mike for tabulating this. It makes it easier for the project assistant to document what's really happened on the ground, and it really helped the inner decision making in the irrigation. I believe that with this result can be shared with farmers on how to manage their water. This is another slide from the midterm review. We often use this as a visual training to farmers on how water management is important. I believe that farmers can use this, given that they don't have the technology yet, but they can use the concept on how they manage the water in the farm. This is part of the midterm review slide, and this is a interesting result of the rapid soil test kit conducted during the soil out project. It gives us a overview of what Kiribati soils are, and especially the limiting nutrients in them. It also helped us formulate compost recipes to address this problem. We'll be sharing this with farmers, and they responded very positively to learn more about this. And I guarantee that if the extension offices can conduct these rapid soil tests in the outer islands and during the field trials, it will be very um, helpful to the farmers, and it will help them in their decision making and how to adopt a more sustainable soil management approaches. And this is another activity conducted at North Arrow, where farmers learn firsthand how to test their soils using a pallet test kit. It's very rewarding to see farmers learn simple things or simple soil test kits, and how this can facilitate their learning and experiences, immerse them on how to address the issue with their soil. They shared that over the years they've been doing compost, and now that they know that the soil is limiting in some important nutrients, the best way to address this issue is by using compost and other important materials in the soil to be used in the soil. So it's a very interactive and learning experience for me as well to share with them and to learn from their experience and be able to assist them and guide them on simple testing like this. We've been promoting the working place system for a while now, and together with a food cube system with a project with DFAT, we'll be able to share what's the basic concept of this systems with farmers so they can experiment and use this concept on how to manage the water and the soil in a more sustainable way. Um, the challenges with the system though is the materials are not really available, but we've been looking for other options to make sure that farmers get the concept of it and they can um, improvise using other materials or readily available materials in the system in their homes so they can use this system. This is the trial design model. We have 4 reps, and this pretty much the top view of what the site look like. Thanks to Dr. Mike for making this fancy and easy to follow design. So in the design we have 4 reps, then we have the buffers at the end, the middle, and the other end of the reps. And then we have this irrigation system, two treatments for the irrigation, one above ground and one below ground. This is the result of the cabbage trial that we did, and even though the cabbage is easy to grow, this uh, results we've been sharing it with farmers because we don't want farmers to put efforts or great effort in doing things over and over with very low results. So we managed to get these results. It's unfortunate that we weren't able to send them plant samples, soil samples for analysis, but I think we can improve this for future trials. Key challenges and how we have overcome them. Personally, I think that every project have shares of challenges, but it's worth it. These challenges often present opportunities so that we can improve in the future. What I would like to highlight is that it is crucial or important for the key component of the project to be functioning well. Key lessons learned. I'm grateful to I've learned a lot from this project, and I would like to share this with farmers, extension officers, and our colleagues to make sure that we don't replicate or duplicate the job or the trial, but we can build on from this. These are some of the slides from the trials conducted during the solar project, and I've included this in the key lessons learned so that we can share with farmers to inform them that this is a more practical way of doing this or doing this trial, so they can invest in it rather than doing other things or doing things that may result in poor yield and other challenges that they may find. Science impact. For me personally, the simple soil test kits, full stop, and chameleon technologies are the breakthrough in Kiribati, especially for identifying or knowing what's in our soil, our water runs through our soil. So knowing these things, we can amend, we can manipulate, we can do other management that will make sure that the water stays at the root zone level, and that the missing or the limiting nutrients are supplied and returned back to the soil. I think this is very important. This is the training conducted at Notaro with farmers. It's a very productive discussion, and we were very privileged to have the opportunity to sit with them, listen to their problems, and we managed to share with them what we've learned from the project, how to change the approach, and it's always a pleasure to see these farmers really engage to learn more. Over the course of the project, we are able to train 23 agricultural assistants, 134 farmers, and 277 youths in agriculture were exposed on soil management approaches. The numbers are not, I mean, for me personally, the numbers are there, but what really important is that how the training or how the lessons learned shared with them are applied in their daily farming activities, or the extension offices. How do they continue harnessing that or share disseminating the lessons learned, so the farmers can often refresh, and they themselves can often refresh. The youths are exposed to this so they can engage in farming at a young age, and they will encounter small challenges because they know the basics and important principles or the concept of proper soil management. What should we do in the future to improve soil management and farming resilience? Application of nutrient budgeting case studies to be included in the extension officer's training manual. I've had a discussion with the head of extension that we will work on this, and I believe that other case studies conducted in this project will be shared so we can share it with our extension officers. Secondly, the field trial needs to be consistent and continuous. Lastly, our scaling of water technologies to help the farmers. I believe that these technologies can make a great difference or impact in the farming activities of these farmers, and it will be a great success and improvement in farmers' outputs if they have these technologies. Thank you, and if you have questions, feel free to send me an email. I'll be in the outer island. I'll be on Medicaid, so I doubt the connection will be stable, but I'm glad to provide answers and feedbacks to your questions. Once again, I would like to thank ACR and Sister for this wonderful journey. I believe that all the lessons learned will be used in the future to make sure that our farmers are greatly benefit and that our extension officers are more competent. Thank you. Support.